Hey everybody, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Khalil here for another toy of the day. So happy to have you join us again. You can check out a full gallery of these guys up on CastorsCorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Castors Corner on all social media. Right there, that's how you spell it. Check out the Cornercast podcast. New episodes coming very, very shortly. I'm just trying to figure out what day of the week I should publish on. I know we always did Mondays, but it was always a rush for me. So I'm just thinking if there's a better day. What else? Subscribe to the channel. The more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you, and that's been a lot of fun. Happy to have having shared this year. We're almost at a year with you and all the adventures of collecting here. And check out their podcast. Why not? Adventures in Collecting. It's a great podcast. So what do you got here for you this week? So the newest Amber collection, dinosaurs and humans, came out, and I, like a sucker, went in and bought them all. Just because. I hate Target's pre-order process, and they've been getting a little bit better with some of the licenses, some of them not so much. And so, knowing how much of a crapshoot it is to kind of get stuff in store, I pre-order these online. So this is a Jurassic Park 3 Raptor. Does have the very large opening mouth. It's got hinges on the top and the bottom. So like you can just open the top and leave the lower jaw where it is. Or you can open it all the way and really just scare the hell out of somebody. So this is based on the Raptor that we see in part 3 that's chasing Grant with the eggs throughout the film. Really nice detailing. It's based on, I don't know if I have any others. Oh, yeah, I do. We got Charlie and somebody here. So it's based on the old designs. There's not much difference to them except for the paint on this one. The old ones have the double jaws too, so it's not like it's much different there. But the coloring's different. It's got the spikes on the top of the head. It kind of sets it apart from the other Raptors we've got. It's got the same wired tail in the back. Be careful where the wire ends. It will brittle and it will break over time or kind of decompose, so just keep an eye on that. Good movement on the tail, but I mean, it's another Raptor, right? And it's like $30 for these things. I understand like the size of them like warrants that. It does come with a stand, just like the old ones do. This one's clear instead of amber, for the Amber collection. But there you go. Difficult to get the peg out once you get it in. It's kind of got those pinchers on the end. So I try not to do these unless I have to, because when I store these, I'm worried it's going to snap. So it's just something that I do. I'm not ready to kind of keep these intact, so here's where they kind of sit. But I mean, it works, holds them up, looks good, posed out. You can get some different poses. You can get them jumping, you can get them kind of crouching, however you want to do it. I think the real thing that everybody here was here for was the Muldoon figure and all of his extras, and the Alan Grant figure, which I think everybody was kind of waiting for. Jeff Goldblum got to be the first figure. Grant got to be the newest figure. And there's a lot of good. I think it's kind of, I think it's 50-50. I think there's really good things about it, and I think there's some things that they just really missed the mark for. So Muldoon kind of looks nuts. They overshaded his eyes. And like the white, so like all around the eyes are really dark, and then the whites are really, really bright. So it looks like his eyes are just like popping out of his head, at different angles and things. And if you put the hat on, it doesn't look too bad. But again, it's just a little awkward. So that's like the looking sideways concerned face. The normal head fares a little bit better. Than the other one. I think that this is kind of like the standard head that we kind of should keep on your figure. Comes with, hat fits on both of them. So there you go. It's got the big socks, hiking boots. It's got the pistol in the back that can't be removed, But he does come with the big taser rifle stick thing here for the Raptors. One of the coolest things, and I know this is going to sound really ridiculous, the coolest thing on this figure, other than getting this figure, the badge on him, and I took a close-up on it, you can see it, is real. It says InGen. It has his face on there. I think the little details, sometimes they get them so right, it's just so much fun to have as a figure. He comes with grip hands and then alternate open hands. I don't really see the point in the open hands for these. The grip hands would have been fine. I would have rather some other accessory for him rather than the extra hands, to be honest with you. So Alan Grant really looks good. He's got a little bit of that bulging eye thing going too. He comes with two heads. One with the hat on. The other one with the hat off. Sunglasses are removable. And you can put them on either hand. It's kind of a weird kind of facial expression there. Without the hat on. Again, close-ups on the website you can see. He's got the plugs on the side of his head. Both of them do. So you can put the glasses on this one. Or you can apply them to this one. Now, here's the one thing that I did notice when I got my figure. So it'll fit on either version. And I tried to capture this in the photographs. And you're not going to be able to see it on here. But the glasses came attached to this head. The plastic melted, so it left gold around his eyes. I was able to get most of it off, but there's still a few small... Oh, there we go. So just be careful removing it, because then it does take off the gold paint from the actual glasses and kind of removes that. He comes with a flare effect, which we've seen before with Ian Malcolm. What he also comes with, which I think is a very, very cool accessory. I will say this, simple ball jointed head, so not a lot of range of motion for them. I appreciate the cost going down to about $20 a figure from like $24, $26 when Jeff Goldblum first came out, the first wave of them. So I appreciate the lower price, but they definitely skimped on some of the articulation points there. His most fascinating, really cool feature is that he's got removable swappable hands. I approve of these swappable hands because you get him with a Raptor claw, which, if you've seen the movie, you understand the scene, and it's a really cool thing to kind of have as an accessory for him to kind of look at and kind of threaten a child with. So I like having him with Ian and Ellie, and we still need Lex and we still need Tim for the Amber collection. The Legacy collection is almost complete for me. So even though I did buy this, I might resell it if Tim and Lex don't show up soon in this line. Like I said, whoever gets to the complete cast first, that's the collection I keep. The dinosaurs are a big part of it too. A T-Rex and Jeeps and things like that. The vehicles definitely have a leg up on the Amber collection. But it's fun to have these 6-inch versions of them. They do feel... They feel like an 80s toy. Like, I don't know how else to say that. It's one of those things. It's just a feeling. But the build, the articulation, the feel of the plastic reminds me of like the 80s A-Team like 6-inch figures. It's got that real feel to it, whereas I don't know, other lines have a little more they try to hide their toys. I think these kind of embrace the fact that they're toys. They're not trying to hide it at all. And I don't know, toy people out there that collect, tell me if you feel the same way, that these kind of feel like toys, whereas a Black Series, excuse me, a Legend, G.I. Joe, Fortnite, they try to feel like they're real and they're posable. These just really show all the breakpoints. They don't try to hide them at all. It's just a feeling I have when I look at these and kind of work with these. So you can check out a full gallery of these three up on castorscorner.com. You can follow us. You can check out the podcast, subscribe to the channel, all the stuff down below in the details. How you spell Kastor's Corner right there. As we say every night, Jackson, we miss you and we love you and we wish you were here. For those of you that are coming back tomorrow, we have an all new toy of the day for you here on castorscorner.com. See you tomorrow, everybody. Have a good night.